fucking Knicks took care of business. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 They took care of business tonight. The New York Knicks took care of business. They went to their opponent's court and took Game 3 from the Detroit Pistons. Fantastic result. Welcome into the Knicks-Verse. I'm so hyped right now. This is the exact response we could have hoped for. I mean, what more could we have hoped for? A 40-point blowout? Yeah, those are nice. But no, this is the playoffs. The Detroit Pistons are a serious team. J.B. Bickerstaff is a serious coach. Cade Cunningham is a very serious player. And the other Detroit Pistons players, that is a good team. That is a very good team. They did not get to the 6th seed by accident. They got there because they are fucking good. But the New York Knicks are fucking better. And tonight, they proved it. But still got a long way to go. 2 more wins to go. 2 more wins before the New York Knicks can advance to the second round. Welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George. Please subscribe. Follow me on the social media and all that bullshit. I refuse to say X or Twitter, but I just said it. But who cares? Tonight, the Knicks won. The Knicks won. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Are you guys hyped? Are you hyped? The New York Knicks are up 2-1. That's right. Let's fucking go. It was a beautiful game. It was tough. It was tough because the Detroit Pistons are not pussies. They are fucking badasses. They fucking stood up to the wrath of the New York Knicks, but the wrath was too much. It was too much for them tonight. And it may end up being too much for the entire series. The New York Knicks should end up taking the series and going into the second round, and who knows who will face. It'll be the Boston Celtics. That's who it's going to be. But what the fuck? Let's go. Let's enjoy tonight. Beautifully done, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am. I had a feeling the Knicks were going to win this game no matter what. If you watched my pregame show, you would have felt that vibe. This is a beautifully executed win. Look, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But that's what the playoffs are about. Playoffs aren't about easy. The playoffs are about battle. It's warfare. And the New York Knicks came out the victors. They were the victors tonight. The New York Knicks were the Vikings tonight. Storming the beachfront. They went to Detroit and they took their fucking souls. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. All right. But shout out to the Pistons to fucking make it tight. They are a good team, man. They got themselves something in that fucking Michigan State. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. I love it. New York Knicks win 118-116. It was tight. It was so tight. But it actually wasn't that tight. The final score makes it seem like it was tighter than it was. The Knicks had a nice little cushion. A nice little cushion going into the final few seconds of this matchup. But should it have been this tight? You know, I'm not going to spend any time thinking about that, whether it should have been that tight or not. Because a win is a win, especially in the playoffs. The Knicks are now up 2-1 in this first round series between the third seed and the sixth seed. The New York Knicks being the third seed, Pistons the sixth seed. New York Knicks win it 118-116. Excellent result for New York Knicks fans. And Jalen Brunson finishes with 30 points, 7 rebounds for a 6'1 guard. 9 assists. Beautifully done, Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns, and congrats to the entire Knicks squad to waking up to the fact that they have a fucking insanely amazing center on their side that they didn't utilize in game 2. But tonight, whole other story. Tonight, Karl Anthony Towns finishes with 31 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. He could have shot even more three-pointers. Could have shot an additional 4. He could have hit even 2 of those. This game could have been whatever. 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. Oh, Paul. Paul Reed. I know, it's tough. Hey, bro, you're trying to earn a living. I respect that. I respect you trying to battle. Come on, Paul. You really think you're on the level of Mitch Robinson or Karl Anthony Towns? You're not. I hate to break the news to you. You're not. But shout out to you for trying and pretending that you could be. Shout out to you for that. Let's get to this. Here are the stats for the game for the New York Knicks. Oh, wait. Are these the stats? Wait, hold on. Let me get to them. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Where am I? I got lost. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Game 3. Game 3. So, the Pistons had 3 of their starters with double figures. Timmy Hardaway finishes with 24 points on 7 of 13 shooting. 7 of 12 from the three-point line. Wasn't enough. Cade Cunningham, 10 of 25. 40% he shot. That's OG. OG and team defense. Beautifully done. 2 of 5 from the three-point line. But look at Malik Beasley. 2 of 10 from the three-point line. The second best three-point shooter this season in the NBA, the New York Knicks made him look mortal. Made him look like someone who shouldn't be shooting three-point shots. He shot 20%. I could shoot 20% from the three-point line. Just put me out there. I could do that. But because the Knicks defense, they reduced him to being me out there. Look at that. Beautifully done. Let's go. Let's go. I am so fucking hyped by this win because it relieves me. It relieves me of having many difficult and uncomfortable conversations with all of you about the postseason. In the pregame show, if you guys didn't watch it, you should all watch the pregame show. I spelled it out. This was the most important game for Tom Thibodeau's Knicks coaching career. If the Knicks didn't come out and show fight and show fire and desire to take this win on the road away from the Detroit Pistons, if they didn't show that, it was an absolute resounding announcement that Tom Thibodeau should be fired. But the reverse happened. They showed a willingness to do all they could on the floor to deliver a victory for their coach and for their fans. So shout out to the whole situation. This version of the Knicks have not had that much time together where everyone's healthy. Let's all remember that. This version of this team. So it's actually kind of still a work in progress. And the fact that it's happening in the first round of the playoffs, it is what it is. if the Knicks can figure shit out in the next 2 wins in this series, that if they can figure out the fact that they have a competitive advantage in several areas on the floor, and then lean into it and take advantage of it, I will feel incredible. I will feel much better about our chances in the second round. But man, was this a fabulous win. This was a fabulous win. New York Knicks take care of business, 118-116 versus the Detroit Pistons to take the series lead 2-1. This game 4 is on Sunday. Knicks win that, the series is over. Be honest with you, series is over. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for joining me. I see El Cid. What's up, brother El Cid? I got Gideon in the house. Josh Smooth. Taka is in the house. Drew Reviews. What's up, brother? Oh, man. Stanley Man. What's happening, man? Probability of Knicks winning series is 74%. Yes, absolutely. Knicks are going to win the series. If they lose, then everyone gets fired. But right now, they're up 2-1. They went to their opponent's arena, and Knicks were the dominant team on that court at Little Caesars. There is no disputing that. So when you're the dominant team, you deserve the victory, and you deserve basically, you're going to win. You're going to win this series. And that's what it seems like to me. But they still got to prove it on the court. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love what's happening here. I love it so much. My God. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Checking out. We got Stanley Man in the house. We got Jesse Rodriguez. What's up, Lefrak? Dude, if I could survive Lefrak City, the Knicks could survive round 3. No. Round 1 against the Detroit Pistons. Round 3, of course. That'd be nice if we got the round 3. Oh, yeah. We got Jay Sanchez, 120. A win is a win. A win is a win, even though, a win is a win. Yeah, my God. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. I'm like getting distracted here. All right, here are the stats for tonight. 4 Knicks with 20 points or more started, and there were 4 starters. Mikal Bridges, I thought he played a very good game. Excellent game for him. 39 minutes, 7 of 13 over all 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 50%. He shot 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 points. OG Anunoby in 43 minutes of play, 7 of 17, 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 2 rebounds, 22 points. You know, when you look at those stats, you think, oh, Mikal was better. But no, OG had the bigger assignment defensively. He was on Cade most of the night. Though, Mikal did get the assignment of Cade here and there, sporadically. It was probably like a 3-to-1 ratio. But OG, beautifully done. Karl Anthony Towns came out in the first half. He was hungry. He established a tone. The New York Knicks took the lead in that first half, and they held on to pull it out. He finishes with a game-high 31 points on 10 of 18 shooting, 50% from the three-point line, 4 of 8, 8 rebounds, picked up an assist. And then Jalen Brunson, who is probably the most analyzed and critiqued player, superstar in the playoffs right now. He finishes 39 minutes, 9 of 20, almost 50%, but only 1 of 7 from the three-point line. 7 rebounds, 9 dimes. Just 1 assist away from a double-double right there. Josh Hart, fabulous game for him in his 41 minutes. 11 rebounds, 9 assists, only 6 points, but he did everything he could in other areas of the game. Loved his physicality tonight. Mitch Robinson, 16 minutes, 1 of 3, 2 points for him. He did commit four personal fouls, but he got 4 rebounds. Cam, 4 points for him. McBride, 3. In terms of points, The bench didn't really bring it. What they have total, 9 points overall. But in terms of their defense, they did bring that intensity, and they allowed the starters that were on the court with them to deliver the points. The Knicks shot 12 of 32 from the three-point line, 37.5% overall, and they shot 46.5% for the entire game to go with their 40 rebounds and only 22 assists. Only 22 assists. They matched their assists total, matched their personal fouls total. Then you look at the plus minus. OG, +2. McCall was a -4, but Towns was a +8. Same with Brunson, +8, and Josh Hart a +5. To go with McBride's +8. Mitch was a -7. Campaign was a -8. And Landry Shamet, whom I don't even think he played in the second half at all, was a -2. But the New York Knicks had enough to hang on for the big Game 3 victory. Let's go! Tobias Harris. Look at that. 32 minutes on the court. 5 points. That's all he could give. Thompson. Four personal fouls. 4 assists. 18 minutes. 7 points. But he couldn't stay on the court because of his personal fouls. Great strategy by the Knicks. Timmy Hardaway Jr. Look, if Timmy doesn't have one of these games, which he won't for the rest of the series, mark my words. If you guys have parlay or bet anything upon like all this shit, there is no fucking chance in hell that Timmy Hardaway Jr. replicates tonight for the rest of the series. No chance. 24 points, though, for him tonight. 7 of 12 from the three-point line. Duren, 16, 7 of 10 in 32 minutes, but only 8 rebounds. I thought he was a beast. I thought he was a monster. Wasn't he a monster? 8 rebounds is a monster in 32 minutes? No. Cade Cunningham, 42 minutes. He shot 40% from the field, 10 of 25, 2 of 5, and this is where OG's magnificence comes into play right here. Look at this stat line. 42 minutes, 24 points. That's OG. Though he did pick up 11 assists, shout out to Cade for continuing to play team ball, which is why the score was as close as it was, 118-116. And then when you look at the bench, Schroeder, magnificent contribution from Dennis Schroeder from the bench. Well, do I believe he's going to do it in game 4 and 5? No. He might give you like a facsimile of this for one of those 2 games, but then one of the other games he's going to be a big 0. The Knicks have won this series as far as I'm concerned. That's right. As far as I'm concerned, the New York Knicks have won this series. Here are the team stats right here. Actually, before we get to this, let me go back to this. Sorry, I'm looking for... I have a lot of windows open. All right, here we go. Look at this. Here is the lead tracker. Okay. Can we have a discussion about dominance again? ESPN, all you fucks who try to cover the Knicks, can we have a discussion about dominance in this series? Look at this shit! All fucking dark blue. The Knicks dominated this game, just like they did the other games. It was the Detroit Pistons were lucky to win game 2. Look at this shit. I am so sick of the bullshit narratives coming from national media about the New York Knicks. Look at this. New York Knicks, biggest lead, 14. And they basically held the lead the entire game, except for maybe about a 3.5 minute stretch. Let's give it 4 minutes. For 4 minutes of a 48-minute game, the Knicks didn't have the lead. So 44 minutes, the Knicks had the lead. Who was the dominant team? Answer is simple. Answer is simple. Simple. Let's look at the stats here. Oh, wait. Let's go back to this. Here are the team comparisons. The New York Knicks, they lost the rebounding battle. -3. Assists, even. 22 all. I wish the Knicks were up to 30. You know, I'm hoping that's like an area that they're going to improve on. But look at the stocks. Knicks, 18 stocks, 11 steals, 7 blocks, compared to 6 and 4 from the Pistons. The New York Knicks were a +8 in those hustle stats, and they only turned the ball over 9 times. That 9 turnovers cannot be underestimated. That is one of the key aspects of the Knicks winning these games, especially against the Detroit Pistons. They have to take care of the ball, and they did tonight, which is why the New York Knicks resulted in a win. And they outshot the Pistons 46.5% from the field compared to their 45%. They shot from the three-point, even though the three-point line, the Detroit Pistons outshot them 43.2% to Knicks 37.5%. Wasn't enough to overcome the New York Knicks, because from the free throw line, the Knicks shot almost 90%, and the Detroit Pistons shot almost 82%. That matters. Knicks were a +10 in points in the paint, 46-36. They're a +4 in second chance points, 16-12. A +1 in fast break points, 14-13. And that's really all that needs to happen for the New York Knicks to win a game in the postseason. I love these results so much. Are you guys happy? I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm relieved. I'm relieved because there were a lot of uncomfortable conversations that were about to happen if the Knicks had lost this game. But we have to stick to what the results are. The results are the Knicks took care of business against the 6th seed. The Detroit Pistons are a very good team. Shout out to them. Honestly, shout out to the Detroit Pistons. The fact that they were even able to make this game close, it shows how good they are. I feel like the Detroit Pistons could defeat any other team in the playoffs other than the Knicks, Celtics, and Cavs. Like, they are the true number 4 seed. Like, they would probably kick the shit out of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers. That's right. That's how I feel. That's how good this team has been. And they're missing Jaden Ivey. So, next season, people in Michigan, Detroit Piston fans, get ready to be hyped. You guys have yourselves a team. And I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. But right now, it's the Knicks' time. I know we got 2 more. We got a lot more games to go. But the Knicks are going to win this series. But that doesn't mean the Detroit Pistons aren't worthy of being praised. They have been unbelievable so far. Man, am I excited. I am so fucking... Man, this is a sweet result. What a sweet result. Let's go back to this. All right, so here we're looking at... Oh, you can... Oh, yeah. Oh, let me see this. Hold on. Let me try to get this thing in a good place. All right. So this is the box score, the final box score for both teams. What stands out? To me, what stands out are the personal fouls and the steals. Knicks ended up with 11 steals, and that is a huge advantage. Knicks only shot 37.5% from the three-point line compared to 43.2% for the Pistons. But for the game, the Knicks shot 46.5% compared to 45.3% for the Detroit Pistons. And the Knicks ended up, it was the same amount of field goal attempts, but they had 2 additional free throw attempts, which the Knicks took care of business. One of the other reasons why I felt really good about the Knicks in the postseason was they were a fantastic free throw shooting team. And when it comes down to winning games in the postseason, you've got to hit your free throws. You've got to hit them. And the Knicks do that. Knicks do that. Now, you're probably wondering, like, hey, man, how far can this team go? If you are wondering that, because that's what I'm wondering. It's a great question. Great question. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. This is one of those weird teams because there's a lot of variables. There's the variable that they are still relatively a new starting five, and they're not that effective. They're not that dominant a starting five. They really probably, as far as all the starting fives in the postseason, I don't have the stats for this, but I would just say from just, the eye test, they're probably one of the weakest. Probably one of the weakest. But there's something about the Mitch Robinson, Deuce, and campaign aspects of this, along with OG and the newness of this squad being together, that creates so much uncertainty into what they can actually fully achieve. And I don't even think their own coach even understands the actual, what is the true ceiling of this team, if there even is one. And I'm right there with them. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even think the players know. That's what makes this exciting. It makes this postseason very exciting. Last year, we knew. We knew we had a team that hustled and battled, and if it weren't for the fucking fouls, injuries, not fouls, sorry. If it weren't for the injuries that limited the true potential of this team, who knows what they could have done. But that's last year. This is this year. This is what's happening now. The New York Knicks have so much untapped potential. In fact, I could comfortably say of the remaining teams in the playoffs, the New York Knicks have the most untapped potential of any of them. Now, the question is, can Coach Thibs and the Knicks players themselves look within and figure out how to unlock that potential? Well, tonight was a great example of possibly a yes. Because Detroit gave it all. They did everything they could to win this game, their first game on their home court, so they can take control of this series. Now, they lost it. Now the best they could hope for was a split. Well, I think the Knicks are going to win game 4. I think they're going to win in 5, honestly. I mean, I kind of like did a little Freudian slip. The Knicks are going to win game 4 and 5. It's it. It's pretty much done for the Pistons, in my opinion. We got Droop the Loop. We got Josh Smooth. We got Bayard Komaniki. I think that's how you say that. In the house. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining me here. We got over 100 in the chat. I love it. I love the vibe. I love the excitement. This is a great fucking win for the New York Knicks. Resounding. Even though it was only a 2-point win, it's a resounding victory as far as I'm concerned. When you go into an opponent's court in postseason and pull out a victory, that's a huge win. Just like the Pistons did to us in Game 2. Now we have done it to them in Game 3, but we had that beautiful win in Game 1. The New York Knicks deservedly are up 2-1, and I think this series will probably end in 5 games. It's what I'm thinking right now. I mean, if that changes, we'll see. Oh, man. What we got here? Let me look at the chat. I love it. We got over 100 people in the chat. It's robust. Beautifully done. Grizzlies about to lose after being up 27 points. Really? Holy shit. When they came on, the Grizzlies were up. They weren't up that resoundingly, but yeah, I mean, but I think Ja Morant. Is Ja Morant on the court? I don't think he is. We need more minutes in fourth quarter from Kame and Shamet. I agree. Alejo. I agree with that 100%. We need more scoring from the bench, says Taka. Yes, we do. Droop the Loop says, I like Beasley and Hardaway taking turns. Mitch may be better in later rounds. Is not prepped for Detroit. Deuce and Cam should be better. They have to unlock Shamet for sure. Yeah, those are all valid concerns. Definitely valid concerns. No doubt. The difference in this game came down to fouls. Detroit Pistons relied too much on handsy ball, which we know the Knicks have been culprits of that as well. They relied too much on that, and that's why the Knicks went to the free throw line 29 times and buried 26 of them. The Knicks shot almost 90% from the free throw line on 29 attempts. That is outstanding. That is winning basketball. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Woo! All right. I'm going to sign off soon. You guys, I love you guys. I love the Knicks fans and Pistons fans. If you're in here, you guys are fantastic. Love the whole vibe. We got Game 4 on Sunday. I honestly believe the Knicks have that game on Sunday, but we'll see. I'll get into the film. We'll analyze it. I'll be putting out some other videos in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. I might even go live. I feel like the Knicks are right where they want to be right now. They're up 2-1. Of course, being up 3-0 would be better. But you know, the Detroit Pistons are not a joke. They're not a joke in any way, shape, or form. So you got to take these wins when you get them. Wait, I wanted to see something else here. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the current postseason bracket. The New York Knicks are now, let me refresh. New York Knicks are now up 2-1. Cavs are up 2-0. Pacers are up 2-0. And Boston is up 2-0. And the Knicks are up 2-1. It's looking more and more like it's going to be the Knicks and Celtics in the second round. In the West side, it's OKC up 2-0. Nuggets and Clippers are tied. Lakers and Timberwolves are tied. And Rockets and Warriors are tied. I believe the ultimate champion of the NBA Finals will come from the East because they have the better teams overall. Yes, OKC is fantastic, but I don't think OKC could beat the Celtics in a series. They might be able to beat the Cavs or the Knicks. They might, but I give us a great chance against them despite the regular season results. And the reason I say that is because I feel like unlike other years where teams have figured their shit out before they even get into the playoffs or as they head into the playoffs. No, this Knicks team is so new, and especially when you factor in the Mitch factor coming into it, and then Brunson missing 15 games and having to come back. Brunson, this is only his 7th game that he's played since the ankle injury. There's a lot for them to figure out. And at some point, when they really totally figure it out, it could be dominance. Or it could be they get dominated. I believe that the Knicks, once they figure it out, it'll lean towards the former, where they will dominate their opponents. And then we're going to have a very interesting and dynamic postseason, which it's already happened right now. So, fabulous. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Even if you're a current subscriber, turn on the notification bell. When I go live or drop a new video, I want you guys there. I want you guys there for me. Let's go. Drop your comments. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings about anything Knicks. You are my co-collaborators here on Into the Knicks-Verse. The New York Knicks are up 2-1 against the Detroit Pistons. Beautiful results. Thank you so much for watching this. I will see you. Around the Knicks-Verse. Let's go.